For the first time in the upper classification since 2004, there is a three-peat, and it has the name of Lone Peak on it. It's a three-peat for the seniors at Lone Peak. The championship is not leaving Lone Peak High School.
Welcome into KSL Sports Rewind. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart, as always, presented by Heidemann & Associates.
That's right. Just a reminder, if you have any legal needs, the experts at Heidemann & Associates can take care of you. It's a full-service law firm. To find out what kind of offerings they have for you, visit them online at utah.law.
Also brought to you by NutriCost this week. You'll use the code UTAHMADE. Get 30% off your order at NutriCost.com. I always talk about, I use their amino acids, the BCAAs, the trimethylglycine, the creatine. Also, I have protein serum as well. So, how exciting. A three-peat to Lone Peak, and a little different to us. Everybody knows we do every game for Lone Peak throughout the year. So the last three state championships have been a little bit different because we get to see a lot of these, and I personally call a lot of those.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to be able to see it from the start and to the end. And look, I'm just going to say we've done it the last 3 years, and look how it's turned out.
The film doesn't matter, right?
That's right. That's right.
Don't want your film out. It doesn't matter so much. But it means a lot to us. It's been a lot of fun to be able to cover these girls. And for Copper Hills, a great run. They got them in the regular season. Certainly had to add something else. We had a chance to ask Shawnee Nordstrom, did it add anything for her? And catch up with Shawnee, too. Shawnee, it's a three-peat. You're thinking back of 3 years ago, we get you at BYU. To think where you are now, I mean, that's just, how crazy is that?
It's crazy. It's insane. I'm just so proud of my teammates and the trust that they had in me throughout these years and having an amazing high school career here at Lone Peak. So,
is this sweeter that Zuri is on this? You're going to be Kaylee this year. Last year, Kaylee had a little freshman sister. What's it been like for you with Zuri?
Oh, she annoys me. Joke. She doesn't annoy me. I'm just so proud of her. Like, I mean, in that first quarter, I airballed it twice, I think, and then Zuri comes in and then it gets up hot, and then she's telling me, Shawnee, get in it, get in it. And it's just great to have a sister like that is as strong as me. So it's been amazing.
She hits 4 threes. You hit 2 at the half. The sisters Nordstrom, we call it the angles. We're the Nordstrom angles, right? You guys have got it going. How awesome is that?
It's awesome. It's insane, and I'm just so happy that I got to do it with her this one last time. So just so proud of her how she stepped up.
There's you, there's Sarah, and there's Naya. All three of you and Kaylee, all major contributors for the last 3 years in these championships. How sweet was that last time you guys come off the floor together?
It made me cry a little bit because it's just been we've been through a lot this season. I mean, we did lose to Copper Hills, and we've lost games that were close, and just pulling out that win by that much, it's insane. So I'm just grateful.
It was great for Shawnee to get going in the second half. That first half, Zuri was spectacular, leading the way. She and Kennedy Wilson both.
Yeah, and I think, Shawnee maybe didn't have the kind of a first half that we thought, but she had a couple big threes as well. We coined it the Nordstrom spot on the floor because Zuri and Shawnee were both lighting it up from that same angle. And I think second half, Shawnee got it going more, right? But, man, it's just crazy to think that her career's come to an end. I mean, you talk about 3 years ago when she was a sophomore and come over here from Bingham. Man, the imprint she left on this program has been remarkable, and her leadership on the floor, the way she has ran that point guard position the last couple of years has been fantastic, and it all comes to an end with her on the top.
Yeah, absolutely. One of our favorites. Personally, one of my favorites. I think most know that. Been an absolute blast to cover Shawnee. Best of luck at Cal State Baptist. Now we go to Naya Tanuvasa. We said it before, probably the most improved player in 6A this year. Naya, first of all, that first half offensively wasn't what you wanted.
Yeah,
so what did you do at the end during halftime? Maybe get yourself recentered for the second half.
I was kind of discouraged with myself, but everyone was just doing really well. Like Kennedy and Zuri were just going off, so I was able to just forget about it. And then they were all super encouraging to me, and they just helped me out a lot.
How about Zuri Nordstrom? I mean, unreal. She was 4 or 5 at the half.
Yeah, she did amazing. She really helped a lot.
What's about this team? Because you lose to Copper Hills in December. Is there a little added value when you get the chance to get them in the championship game?
Yeah, for sure. I think we all wanted redemption.
How about this senior year? I mean, we've gotten to see you for 3 years and to see your development. What's this senior year meant to you?
It's meant a lot. I feel like I've worked really hard, and it's just been a rewarding season. These girls are amazing, and the coaches are amazing. I'm glad it could end like this.
A three-peat.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. It's amazing. I don't know.
Now you get a state championship in soccer.
Yeah.
You get a state championship again in basketball.
Yeah.
Could it get any better in your senior year?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know what else could happen.
Hey, congratulations on a three-peat.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Dusty, hands down, her improvement last year to this year. When they graduate, Kaylee Wilson's like, all right, who's going to step up? Someone's got to step up. I think it was Naya Tanubasa, right? I mean, her game this year compared to last year, night and day. She was a good ball player last year, but this year their second leading scorer many nights when she was
Asked to do a
their
lot of
top.
different things.
Asked to do a lot of different things, and she always found her moment to make big time plays. Naya Tanubasa was fantastic this year. She was a big riser for me in the 23-24 season. She's got a bright future ahead of her wherever she decides to go.
Absolutely. Then to Coach Nancy Warner, and Nancy, one of our favorites, she moves her way up with another state championship. Dane will have more on that. I'll screw it up later if I did it on my own. But Nancy Warner had a chance to catch up with Coach Warner as well. But you think, I don't make this about you just for a second, then we'll go to your girls. But you win the state championship, you miss basketball, you have a great college career, you come in, you coach wellness titles at Springville, and now build a three-peat at Lone Peak. I mean, it puts you in the echelon that there's not many there. Quincy Lewis at Lone Peak's the only one that can touch you with what you've done at Lone Peak High School.
He's amazing, yeah. He's amazing. Yeah, it feels incredible. I mean, I don't even know what to say, really. It's great to be a part of history like that and really to have, I guess, a touch on that. And I think really that's why I coach, is to make an impression where I can and make a difference in the lives of amazing young ladies. My hope more than anything is that I've taught them something about life through teaching them about basketball. And so knowing that just makes me think about all the amazing players that I've been able to coach and who have gotten the job done and helped be a part of that too.
That's awesome. Now to this game, I mean, it means a lot because you lose Copper Hills. It was the first time you lost to a 6A team in nearly 3 years when you lost to them in December.
Yeah.
How much does it mean getting ready for this game with these girls?
Yeah, I think at that point in time, I mean, throughout, doesn't matter what game, all year our focus is to get better every day. And I knew that that game was a game where we learned a lot, and I learned a lot as a coach. How to be better, how we can be better collectively and individually. And just, we committed to each other. They were going to be better, I was going to be better, and they just continued to stick together, came to practice, games every single day, just doing it for each other, and that's special.
We'll get to the seniors, but how about your underclassmen today? Zuri Nordstrom hits 4 threes in the first half.
I know.
Kennedy gets going early. How awesome was to see the younger players take advantage of that first
That
half?
was huge. I think they're the ones that got, I mean, we kind of didn't finish at the rim. Sarah they were playing her tight, couldn't really get into her. You know, Shawnee and I were staying aggressive, but didn't quite finish anything. So those two, Kennedy and Zuri, really opened up things for us, and I'm proud of them.
Now to the seniors. How sweet. Get a three-peat with those seniors and what you're able to do 2 years ago where it was an underdog, and now the last 2 times being the head of the whole thing, kind of feel amazing.
It is, and I think I'm super proud of them. I wouldn't want any other way to go out for them than this, and so I'm glad that they were able to get it done, and they're an incredible group. I think something that stood out to me this year was just their focus on their leadership, and each one of them had to step outside of some comfort zones this year and this season, and to be able to see that and see that mature makes me proud as a coach. So each one of them are going to be super successful at the next level, and I'm excited for their future.
Nancy, congratulations on a three-peat. The first three-peat in the upper classifications in Utah State history, State of Utah's history.
Yeah.
Mountain View was at 4A, but not at 5A or 6A.
Yeah, so if that statement is true, then I believe that's true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty remarkable. And, you know, especially when you consider they were coming up as Fremont was at their height, as Beacon was, you know, still kind of near their height. And to be able to build the program Coach Warner has done, what a fantastic job. She built a program, I don't want to say built a program, but had great sustained success at Springville, has now done it at Lone Peak, and has surpassed Phil Knight for Phil
Russell.
Phil Russell, thank you.
Phil Knight's a good one, too.
Phil Knight's a good one, too. That has surpassed Phil Russell on the coaching state championships.
Yeah.
So I think she's now at 7, if I recall correctly.
Remember, right, 6 or 7. Yeah, just an outstanding job. Coach Nancy Warner, like I said, we get to do these games, get to know her, and she's just so great. And talk about her high school career and what she's been able to accomplish as a coach. Been a lot of greatness from Nancy Warner, and Just an absolutely great thing. But when we look back on this Lone Peak team, Dane, 3 years ago it was a shocker when they beat Fremont. They were the favorite last year. They were the favorite. Well, they weren't even the favorite this year because they lose to Copper Hills. But they able to come back through all of it and get the win and to avenge that loss.
Yeah, pretty remarkable. You see this team in December, you can just kind of tell, oh, they're trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure out where they're all going to fit. With graduating players off of last year's team, and they found their fit. And pretty remarkable the way that the year ended in comparison with where it started. Not that it started in a bad place, but it just wasn't what we had been accustomed to seeing the last couple of years. But it ended up being the same result at the end of the day. And so give a lot of credit, Coach Warner, for Copper Hills. I mean, this is one of the best years in school history for him, right? They end with just the 2 losses, the one to Copper Hills, or the one to Corner Canyon, and then in the state championship to Lone Peak. But great years for Ellie Taylor and Marston and Barker and that whole group, and some of them coming back, some of them have graduated. But that program continued to be strong, but Lone Peak continued to flex its muscles, the best in 6A.
Yeah, 3 years in a row, the queens of 6A basketball are the Lone Peak Knights. Congratulations to this whole team. There's a short bench, but these seniors, they leave with 3 titles. So the sophomores, juniors, and seniors. Sad for us to see them go. We will go through all of those games with them, but congratulations to Lone Peak, the queens of 6A basketball. For Austin Bigelow, for Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Litzer, and for Vince Francis, I'm Dusty Litzer. Thanks for joining us watching KSL Sports Rewind's recap of the 6A state championship.